It's my pleasure now to introduce Boguslaw Mitrega. Boguslaw is surely one of the thought divers that Melville and Professor Bowen speak of. And Boguslaw is this year's winner of the Nancy Conley Prize for an outstanding essay by a master's student.
It's an honor to stand before you today, representing the inspiring graduating class of our English Master's program. As I look out at all of you, my intellectually rigorous professors, my fellow friends and peers, my loving parents who gave me the world, and my wife, who is my closest friend and fiercest supporter, I'm filled with deep gratitude, pride, and anticipation for what comes next for us all. When I was accepted into this program, I thought I would be solely concentrated on mastering a passion that I know best, writing. To me, that meant spending hours on a paper, sitting there, gripped by the pressure to get the first sentence just right so the rest of my ideas could flow. I aspired to one day make my academic writing as compelling as the great works of literature we studied. The kind of writing that echoes the power and magic of truly gifted storytelling. I find such solace in the scholarly practice of composition, in the quiet act of shaping thoughts into sentences, and letting my ideas unfold safely on the page. But this program had other plans for me. I'll never forget my first day in front of a class teaching an introductory course on college writing. That night, I wrote in my journal my first moments of standing in front of a classroom. It's like taking a walk in a park at night and seeing a bunch of wide open, glowing raccoon eyes glaring into your soul from within the bushes. I quickly realized that students and teachers alike take a risk stepping into a new class together. At that time, being an instructor and aspiring to one day be a professor, to stand in front, lecturing and facilitating, was the last thing I imagined myself doing. What it meant was for me to temporarily leave the comforts of my writing nook, where the magic of composition comes alive. But this program and the people in it changed that and encouraged me to take risks outside the comforts of my scholarly self. The most formidable challenge of all was realizing my voice didn't just belong to the page. It belonged to the room, to the community, to the conversation. And in that moment, I found a different kind of presence, a magic that comes from daring to be seen and heard, even when you're encountering new experiences. To my great surprise, I awakened an innate love for teaching, as if in some other lifetime I had done this before. Words cannot fully express my immense gratitude for the unwavering encouragement and the critical demands of my professors upon me that helped me discover not only the joy of scholarly writing, but the unexpected fulfillment of teaching it. Through my experience of teaching and the opportunity to engage in meaningful mutual exchanges of ideas with my students, I became a more concise and insightful thinker and writer. Now I find purpose in helping students realize that writing isn't as impossible as it sometimes feels coming to college. Often, it's simply that the beginning is the hardest part. I remind my students, myself, and all of you that when you step into our academic writing, or any kind of writing, we do so with a collective commitment to write with the fullness of our authentic voices. Writing becomes more than just an assignment. It becomes a journey of discovery and reflection, one that helps us distinguish between strong and weak ideas and affirms our authority to contribute meaningfully to any community we are part of, or might one day lead. So everybody, dare to begin, risk your presence, and let your voices be heard. Thank you.
Now I would like to call on Professor Bree Allen Hopper, the Assistant Director of the Master of Fine Arts program, to present the certificates for the graduating class of MFA students. And we'll do this row by row, and Professor Hong